thanks to the power of Rise, and also just trying to move around the map. When you think about their top esports series against BLG in the upper finals, Cream's Rise was one of the reasons why they won that game too and got an MVP.
He knows that Kanavi's nearby, and ultimately, you know, I'm the one that's going to die in that situation. Now 369 having to avoid this Tarzan gank. You can see running around the Rosie with it.
369, your ass might be fine here tonight. 369 flashes away from one Eviscerate, but Tarzan is going to flash right on top, and the Darkened Dagger plus another flash from Flandra throws out the Laughing Panda emote. That's first blood going over to anyone's legend.
Work his way up here and try and deny Aatrox even more.
369 would love to get a small crumb, maybe a smackerel of some XP, if not gold. Unfortunately, 369, you have been designated to weak side, as Kyle, Hope, and Tarzan are now going to continue the dive, and 369 says, screw it, I'm going to pop my ultimate. I'm going to try to see how much CS. Wait a minute, we're actually turning this one around. Cream and Hong have arrived for a 3v3, and the World Ender gets to reap the fears of anyone's legend as they overplayed themselves on the top side, and Top Esports take all the benefits from it.
There's a little bit of gold in favor of Flandra on that top side, because 369 did ultimately still get denied a lot of gold, but the bot side's importantly very much favored for Top Esports, as Hope losing out heavily in that top play.
Kyle stalls the entrance from Top Esports' bot lane. Kanavi now looking to flash in with the Cyclone. Looks for Shanks, trying to link up with Cream's Rise. The flash commit from Cream allows Top Esports to get the feat of warfare, and the fight is still going strong in the river. Kyle forced to flash away from 369's Darkened Blade, and the rest of the Pandas just cannot get a hang of Top Esports in the river.
Yeah, big overcommitment from Hope there, and unfortunately, you know, gets hit by that Cyclone, forced to ulti, flash barrier, and just about makes it out to safety. That's a little bit of trouble, but he's going to go down. Or
Tarzan, knowing that 369 does not have flash from the prior skirmish on the top side, but 369 is healing up a lot from just the power of the Darkened Blade, and man, that is so depressing if you're Tarzan on the other extension of that. Those advantages, but the TP being committed by both solo laners means that anyone's legend is willing to die for the second dragon, and Top Esports are saying, okay, cool. 369, you good up there, buddy? Yeah, go get that turn, man. Get that gold for yourself.
I want you to watch this gold lead now in the top lane. It was 300 gold. Look at what's going to happen for 369 as he's committed to this top lane. So their top laner, who was 300 gold down, is now 200 gold up. That's a 500 gold swing in just the top lane for making this play on the dragon. As that's gone very deep there, Tarzan.
I mean, Tarzan is just trying to see if he can force them off his first break gold here from Top Esports. 369 pops the World Ender. He's not going to get out this time, so no chance to try even flash away. Anyone's legend is able to at least get a punish down and one kill on their side. Hope, good use of the killer instincts, is able to sidestep another projectile from Top Esports. Could have been the last one that Hope saw before he hit the grease.
Yeah, the power of the Neferi, the power of the Annie, two champions that definitely subside as the game gets later, especially relative to their counterparts. Rise is going to go massive, Kanavi as well, going to be able to quite easily handle an Annie in that late game, as we are going to have to turn this. Herald has been started.
Okay, Tarzan secures the Herald, but someone needs to pop and pick up the eye. They're able to turn it on the Hong after he expends his Pop Blossom. Massive Cyclone from Kanavi. Jackie Love is free firing, and they're finally able to push through into the front line. Rest of anyone's legend is forced to retreat as Cream sends it with the Realm Warp. 5 shakes as he flashes over the wall, and Tarzan could be the next target, but he has the E to at least get back to safety. But Top Esports, they knew that that was the objective anyone's legend were willing to die for, and they are right there for the punish.
And once again, importantly, 369 is able to get a turret. This time he TPs in and has an impact on the fight as well. Tarzan, are you trying to sniff away a little Gromp here? This is a little bit illegal from you. Maybe looking to catch people as they walk back into the jungle. We can see Kyle. Maybe fishing. Nothing here, nothing found from Tarzan, and honestly, quite rightly so. And he might even be the one that's a little bit caught now.
Oh, Tarzan. I mean, I was just baffled. Okay, anyone's legend are still sending the fight, and maybe it was an elaborate ruse. Cream is straight, and it's a big shutdown going over to the pockets of Hope. Hong trying to hold the line, but he's not really a tank. But Jackie Love is doing work on the Inara, and Flandra as a tank just gets melted at the hands of Top Esports.
Esports, their 5k gold to the good here, Rafa, and I think as this game gets later, the game only gets easier for Top. They've got this Rise, they've got this Inara, they've got some great setup with Hong as well. Follow that up with Kanavi. Like the game plays itself for Top Esports.
Okay, guys, they're overcommitting for me. We need to kill them, or I'm going to be very sad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B here. As you know, you can make mistakes, but it's on Top Esports to punish them as well. For every throw, there has to be a catch, and Spellbook swaps away from the heal as well. So, yes, he might be able to ghost his way through, looking for a flank angle around the backside of the Baron pit. But it's a long walk for him. Instead, just pops the ghost early. Going to try and get in through the front door. 6k on the Atakan, and AL have bullied Top Esports away for now, just making Top Esports a little bit cautious.
Na'Vi did take some damage. Kyle goes in right on top of Kareem's face. That forces the flash. Great response from Hong with the Paw Blossom. Ganavi's into the back line. And just like that, the Pandas get eviscerated. The Otacon still too healthy for Tarzan to try and look for a steal. Top Esports just made it look easy in the Otacon pit. And it's a 3-6-9 quadra kill to top it off.
And they put all of their eggs into putting 369 in the dirt. And this time round, he says no thank you. He will fight back. And he finds a quadra in the topside fight around the Atakan. I mean, I don't know who stole the Penta. Scumbag to that person. Kanavi Cream, whichever one of you it was. How dare you? This man has been through trials and tribulations in this game. Penta was the least he deserved for his efforts. Keeping any pace on items either. Despite the fact he's even on gold with JackeyLove because he's been playing support Yunara this game. He's not in the best position. An all-time. Yeah, it's really nice to see that Top Esports getting this leg up in game number 1, and through 2025 it has been that story. 4 people now on the bot side. 369 is healing off everyone.
Redemption comes in. It's an anti-one because it's from anyone's legend side. And 369 will not get to see the light of day this time on the fight.
So little of a consequence and such an inconvenience more so to the rest of his team that it doesn't matter if he dies.
And now AL are forced to try and see if they can tango with Top Esports for this Baron. Massive knockup from Kyle, but there's no follow-up. He's the only one there. Hong flashing forward, identifies the real threat in Tarzan, getting the flash out. Hong is bursted by the anti-Tibbers throwdown. Rest of Top Esports trying to reposition around JackeyLove. He's firing and he's transcendent on the Yunara. No one is free, hitting him. Hong sends it into the backline with a killer instant. He flashes away, and both AD carries go down swinging. But at the end of the day, it's still 369 Kareem and Kanavi that stand tall. They stand steadfast, and they're the ones outplaying anyone's legend in game 1.
You can take down Jackie, but what are you doing about this Aatrox who is healing thousands of HP per auto attack in your face? Top Esports are going to take the Baron. They'll be able to march this down mid lane afterwards.
Rest of Top Esports now getting aggressive into anyone's legend red
Realm
quadrant.
Warp.
Here comes the Realm Warp.
Beautiful!
Awesome! Perfect frame! Pop Blossom delivered by the Realm Warp of Cream! This is Top Esports in their peak form and at the right time, because every game matters in this best of 5 if they want a chance to qualify to Worlds against BLG.
Cream riding on the coattails of Hong there, sends the Realm Warp up, and the Pop Blossom is beautiful. It is time to perfection, and it sends AL's game 1 to a 28-minute grave. With the Baron at their backs, Mark, this game's done.
Top Esports are at their best when it's not just depending on JackeyLove, when everyone is firing at their best. And boy, oh boy, did they give us a show. Game 1 goes to Top Esports in our lower finals. I don't hate what anyone's legend have decided on. Using the Aurora, having the guaranteed mage range advantage so that you can avoid going in for those brutal sustained trades against the Yorick.
These Poppy engages can make something happen, but Kanavi early in the top lane.
He skipped a camp just to make this gank happen. He skipped the whole top bot side, and Kanavi comes up huge for Top Esports and its first blood.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to go back to base now, got that first blood gold.
I think he's setting up the Grand Starfall. It looks like he was in range, but doesn't pull the trigger quite yet. They're looking for the wraparound. Shanks was walking, ready to see if he could anticipate the collapse onto the top side, but no flash on the Galio, and the pillar actually leads to his demise. He's not able to get out, and now Kyle and Hope are led into their doom, forced to flash away. Here comes the Grand Starfall, and it's King Kanavi spreading his wings and his dominance on the Rift here in Game 2.
On this Pantheon, yes, he's down a level on Tarzan, who's now walking in to try and steal away one of them, unsuccessfully so. He's 1v3 walking in here, but he's got his teammates walking.
Yeah, Hero's entrance will come over the top. Kanavi flashes away from the knockup itself, gets out of the taunt range, and Kanavi's able to create enough distance. Tarzan wants to see if he commits over the flash. Yeah, both of them are flashing over. Kanavi now realizes he's got nowhere else to go, and the Pandas are at least able to get one kill back into their pockets.
For the last 5 minutes, I was expecting this to be a bit of a trade. Instead, Top Esports, they found the first 3 grubs, and it looks like they're going to be able to secure this first dragon as well.
Cream might be in a pickle here. He still has flash, but he's on the wrong side of the wall. Throws out the Arcane Storm, gets slammed into the wall by Kyle. He finally flashes. Kanavi now is in the front line alongside Hong, and Kyle is getting brought down below 200 HP. Tarzan, critically low, cannot participate in the fight any longer. Shanks arrives to the party, but the rest of Top Esports have regained control, and now Shanks might be in a world of trouble here. He doesn't have flash from the fight before on the top side. The Justice Punch gets interrupted by Kanavi's stun.
Oh, snipe!
And he gets a twofer with a nice Comet Spear on the top. That's a 2-for-0 special in Top Esports' pockets.
It's a 5 versus 4 offer, and Top Esports are making the most of it. They were down a member. 369 has spent this entire time wailing away on the top side, and once again, it's a game where he's put in the dirt early. He's playing this notoriously awful matchup of Aurora low as well. He's gone for this Blackfire Torch build instead of at the Rod of Ages, the more sustain-oriented Victor. But Tarzan's walked into a Kanavi.
Solar Flare from the whole CC chain. Shanks, with the Hero's entrance, might stall the fight out here, but Cream comes back, doesn't even need the Arcane Storm. Everyone from Top Esports is just that much further ahead. Good Keeper's Verdict from Kyle, and Kanavi lives until the very end, but bought so much time, and now the rest of the Pandas are just trying to flee their own jungle, but Kyle doesn't get far. Shanks might be the next one. Feasted up by Top Esports, and they're serving up this Stone Sentinel for dinner.
The rest of his team kind of fumbling and crumbling around him. Cream even able to take this tier 1 turret down on the bot side. No contest off the back of that fight. It's all looking good for Top Esports, and Cream at this stage in the game, we talked about in the early stages of this matchup, in this draft.
Weren't expecting, and they are on the back foot, and their composition doesn't necessarily get better the later the game goes, albeit for this Sivir late game win condition.
And that's really what they're going to have to hem on to. On the hunt, burned.
Kyle, I mean, he just got blown up. Jackie Love and Hong getting it done into a 2v4, by the way, and the rest of Top Esports focused on Shanks, who teleported into the backline, but he's about to get eviscerated and blown to smithereens. Cream and 369 make short work of him, and Top Esports are running away for a second game in a row.
Yeah, and this is the second series where Shanks has had a big flash and a big fail. That time round, the same thing once again. He taunt there changes the way that this thing goes, but Jackie's still happy, still has flash, and Cream now, again, has flash as well.
Oh, I wish I could say that Tarzan was able to win that, but even without Arcane Storm,
oh dear,
Cream is just... Oh no. Kyle has to suffer for the sins of Tarzan, looking for an opportunistic pick onto Cream's Victor, but even without the Arcane Storm, this Victor is way too damn fed. 10 stacks on the Dark Seal, about to pick up empowered tier 2 boots.
Okay. Walks forward, ultimately very quickly loses 50% of his HP. He didn't burn Subjugate, which is pretty big, but you can see this Rift Herald, what is happening? Are we walking in here, AL?
Keeper's Verdict, punts away 1. That is Cream being sent away, but the rest of Top Esports are just as strong, and Tarzan in the middle of 3 gets vaporized, and the rest of anyone's Legend are just getting scrapped up by Top Esports one after another. The Shanks Hero's entrance stalls the fight a little bit, but the result is going to be the same as Flandra finds himself on the wrong side of the tracks. Decent damage though with the Aurora, flashes away for the rocket, but it's 369 with the shovel bonk and sends Flandra back to the fountain. At least Hope is able to trade 1 kill back, but it's 4 versus 14 and a 5,000 gold deficit that the Pandas have to somehow climb back from.
And Arvi, it's the late game carry for Top Esports in that mid lane who's got the ability to take this game long.
There's a death brush being set up by the Pandas, but they're not going to get that much mileage out of it, and now the Top Esports members are slowly collapsing. Keeper's Verdict punts away 1. Hong and Kanavi still on the front lines. Hong gets bursted out. Kanavi slammed into the wall. 369 can't really do anything to bail him out, and Top Esports for the first time in this series, it's a big fumble from them. Anyone's Legend, they have a chance to try and turn the game around, but now it's all eyes on this Otacon, which is barely below a quarter of its HP. There's still plenty of the health bar that they have to work through, but Tarzan is going to try to do his best to chomp through it.
Cream and Jackie can still go nuclear here. I'm expecting them to try. 5k HP, they're getting whistled away by this Atacon. Look at Jackie on the side.
Jackie Love
Valk's forward.
Oh my god, he was an assassin, making sure that Kyle doesn't live to see the light of day. Flandra could be next here, but a quick flash from Tarzan. Actually, it's not even a flash, just a quick chomp. And his team is saved from certain death. Flandra not having to drop another one on his kill record. And Anyone's Legend able to sneak away with the Atacon, but now Top Esports have an opportunity to take this dragon.
Okay, the Drake for an Atacon is a trade that Anyone's Legend should be happy to take here.
With a 2-game lead. Dragon is started up. This is Soul Point on the line. 5k. Tarzan steps up, throws down a pillar. Keeper's verdict punts away one. Kanavi still in the mix here. Tries to go in. Kyle pushes him away.
Stolen.
Great defense. Top Esports can't get the dragon. And Hope is just destroying and ripping them apart as no one can touch this Sivern to the back line. Tarzan leading the charge alongside the rest of Anyone's Legend, but now they're trying to wait out their moment here. They've lost their engage tools. Flash from Hope. Flying 369 over the wall. Yorick is slain where he stands. And the shining hope of Anyone's Legend comes to life at 28 minutes.
A 7,000 damage team fight from Hope only 28 minutes into this game. Tarzan steals the dragon and Hope steals the fight. It is a 3-for-0.
Corky. And even though Jackie Love is still putting out damage, he's in a fine spot. This Sivir is insanely turbo-fed. And it could be the spoiler to Top Esports' early Game 2 victory. Kanavi caught in no man's land. The blast cone doesn't send him to safety. It just delays the inevitable. And Anyone's Legend, now knowing that there's no smite from Top Esports, are going to rip the Baron.
You've heard of the dubstep ignite, but how about the dubstep subjugate there from Tarzan? Just rips Kanavi to shreds through the one pop of that ulti. Keeper's verdict to now try and pump people away. It's a miss. 5 versus 4. Top Esports, they want to contest.
They're taking so much damage, though. Top Esports trying to put them at lethal point. Shanks trying to come around the other side of the lip of the Baron pit, but there is no smite from Top Esports. That's the Baron secure for Anyone's Legend. Hong is going to be the first one to drop here. 369, no flash from before. Flash from Kyle, gets the 2-man slam, looks for Cream. It's Shanks that follows up, and this Magi Soul Stealer is put to rest. No chance for a final chapter in victory for Top Esports. It's Anyone's Legend that flips the script in Game 2.
It's a double-double for the solo laners of Anyone's Legend, and it's Kyle who sacrifices himself to take the stacks away from Cream. Anyone's Legend with the Baron and a can-do attitude of barreling down this mid lane.
Anyone's Legend, we're staring down a potential 0-2 start in this best of 5, but the efforts of the Pandas come true in shining hope as he leads the charge alongside the rest of Anyone's Legend. Kanavi doing everything he can to defend the remnants of his base, but he gets dropped.
4 seconds on Jackie.
Is going to be next. Will retreat to the fountain, get some HP, and Anyone's Legend equalize the series in Game 2. The Lee Sin will give me flexibility in whether I go aggressive, but most of the time, I imagine this guy is just going to be kicking one of the threats away when Tarzan or Shanks tries to commit onto Jackie Love or Cream.
Which indicates that Seraph's probably also going to be working towards a Zhonya's at some stage, as now Shanks both level 5 here, the jungler and the mid laner.
Kanavi can throw down hands with Shanks at level 5, but cannot at least get into the Dragon Pit, and that's what Shanks just wanted to do, making sure that Tarzan would have no contest.
Somewhere. So this bot lane has had a lead, and they are now sacrificing that and giving it up almost to try and make a play on the map.
Shanks might be caught here by the Grand Entrance, flashes away before the shockwave goes off. Kanavi continues with the resonating strike, gets polymorphed upon entry. Last Grub being burned down by Anyone's Legend. Good flash there as Kanavi goes back in, realizes it's not at 900 HP, cannot smite it away. And it's all 3 Grubs in the pockets of the Pandas here. Flandra forced to flash away, and the rest of Top Esports, if they cannot find any CC here, as the good buffer from Flandra and the all-out brings him closer into the waiting arms of Anyone's Legend. Hong is forced to flash away. Nicely done by Anyone's Legend to get themselves away from the hands of Top Esports. Flandra trying to see if he can force his way through this banana brush entrance and give space for Tarzan to safely check the Dragon Pit. 4k HP. Hong knocks him up with the Grand Entrance. Ignite goes down. Tarzan doesn't spring any big tools yet. 3k HP on the Dragon now. Kanavi just burning down as fast as possible here on the Lee Sin. Flandra below 50% HP. Gets vision, sees where the Dragon HP is at. Tarzan turns on to Jackie Love, tries to wait out the Blade Storm, with the Feather Storm, I should say. Tarzan committing, forcing Jackie Love to flash away. 1k HP on the Dragon. Kanavi secures it, but now they have to deal with Tarzan emerging from the shadows. The Death Mark ignites, sends Kanavi back to the fountain, and the rest of Top Esports are in deep trouble as Tarzan finds another one alongside Hope. That's the feat of warfare going over to anyone's legend. Jackie Love is forced to respond there instead, and maybe this is first break going down.
Yeah, second time that we've actually seen that Jackie have to sacrifice a little bit of time to secure that mid wave as well.
369 is prepping his Rage Bar right now. He goes Mega. Actually, it seems like Top Esports can't even get in position. Kanavi was finishing a camp on the bottom side of the map with those Krugs. So they just give the objective. That is an unfortunate Rift Herald usage there. At least Shanks is pushing a turret on the top side uncontested, but 369 is doing the same with the bot tier 1.
Okay, so, I mean, ultimately this is an even trade. It just sucks that AL did nothing with their Herald. That's the real kicker here, as Cream caught by a slow.
Oh, boy. Hope's rocket goes wide, but it is Cream without a flash and a teleport. 3k HP on the Dragon. Kanavi's deep into the pit. Hong and Jackie Love trying to fight for space. Tarzan looks for it, but it's secured by Kanavi anyway. Shanks now pressuring this left flank. Is burning down rapidly. 369 able to come to Mega Form. Can he get in position to look for a flank? But Shanks is going to mark him. Hong with the flash and the grand entrance tries to set up Flandra, but he gets deleted by Hope. And now it's a 4v5. The rest of anyone's legends still have advantage on this Otacon. 4k HP. Kanavi can get in and be a hero. He lands the Sonic Wave onto the Otacon. He gets vision of it. 3k HP. It's being sold out. Shockwave blows up Flandra. Tarzan getting burned low. Kanavi goes for it. Forces the Death Mark. He kicks away one, but the Death Mark pops the Lee Sin, and now Shanks finds his moment to look for the perfect execution. Flashes away. Tarzan secures the Otacon, and Hope this whole time has been ramping up and getting excited as Hope and Tarzan make short work of Top Esports in the pit.
It's messy, it's scrappy in the Otacon, but it's AL that come out on top. That gold lead just barely enough to make the difference. Oh, Jackie Love getting caught by the early one, so he doesn't have the Feather Storm to be able to play this fight. They commit everything to Flandra, who's not really able to contribute, but we're back to life and there's another Drake spawned. It's going to be secured quite quickly and quite easily for anyone's legend. I mean, I'm surprised that Top Esports didn't win that previous fight is the takeaway from this.
Across both sides, 369 trying to threaten in Mega Form. The pressure is enough that Top Esports are able to get the first tier turret in the mid lane, being the Ghost, and then you have to get through the Polymorph on top of it as well. You have to be so precise. You have to be exact with your timing, making sure that you are counting through all the cooldowns so that when you go in as Lee Sin and commit for the big play, it does not end up in a flop and compromising your own position in the end. Someone that enjoys playing Lee Sin in a variety of situations and just trusting in their own ability to figure things out, Kanavi really has his work cut out for him, as once again Top Esports cannot challenge for the Dragon. That is anyone's legend now on Soul Point. Still has his flash available, but no Ghost. And the rest of Top Esports might take that as a sign to get really messy in the river, as Tarzan trying to contest Kanavi for the crab. Kanavi being able to lean back onto 369. Meanwhile, an isolated fight. Flandra's leading the charge, and Hope is just firing with all rockets. Jackie Love tries to split him apart with the feathers. Meanwhile, back on the top side, Shanks still on the second cast. Perfect execution. I think was already used. Tarzan is in trouble, and Jackie Love flows all the feathers into his back. Now anyone's legend are forced to retreat. It's Top Esports with the momentum. It's Top Esports pushing the tempo, and Hope is forced to flash away. Doesn't get caught by the feathers, but Cream forces him out, and Jackie Love is holding the line, looking for another blade call, and doesn't get it yet. Hope trying to do everything he can to force the rockets, but Kanavi gets into the back line, and Top Esports find the window they needed to come back in this game 3.
And even in this fight, the answer was no. But a massive 2v2 on the top side between 369 and Kanavi nets them the advantage over the Cassante, and 5,000 gold to the good as well. He's absolutely booming with the gold graph, and with Shanks able to just about duck out to safety here, Top Esports are wasting no time taking these objectives, taking these structures. And for anyone's legend, you know, they drafted this double assassin comp. Yes, they've got the Jinx to fall back on in the late game, but they've got no way of setting up for Hope. It's all on him to try and find space for himself. Shanks and Tarzan are at this stage in the game.
Not the case here for 369, who has been massive on this Gnar. Finally finds an impact in that last fight. And now Tarzan is caught out by Hong's quickness.
Rocket in from Hope, gets blocked nice and easily. And Hong just in the right space at the right time. Good smack from Kanavi as well. Not really ever a chance that that one does get stolen. The kill is of the utmost priority for Top Esports, and they're doing everything in those items to make sure that it works.
And almost 10 minutes ago,
Minions, and with Jinx able to clear out those waves, walk in, try and put some pressure down. Good zap lands.
Oh, Jackie Love forced a flash and used the Feather Storm. Tarzan getting aggressive on the Cream. That's his flash, and now Shanks is sending it. Hong tries to buy time with the quickness. Maybe that was the throw that anyone's legend were looking for. Shanks presses the pursuit. Jackie Love is forced to run away. He's burned both of his summoner spells, but Shanks is still hot on his trails, and the rest of anyone's legend is doing a beautiful job burning the GAs of Kanavi. 369 forced to retreat, and just like that, the miracle that the Pandas were hoping for comes through in the light of the double assassins fighting their moment.
From Cream as well. Top Esports are giving a fight.
Look at the minion wave pushing into the Nexus. If this goes sour for anyone's legend, this is Top Esports' game to win and match point for themselves.
Get in, get out.
For anyone's legend, can they get out? There's
fighting!
Pouring into the base, but wait a minute, anyone's legend, they're trying to turn the fight. The shockwave clips them back, and Jackie Love has enough space, and 369 has the big flank, looking for the ulti, but he times out. Boom goes back in the mini form. Tarzan sends it. It's only on the Flandra. Shanks, just get the hell out of there. Your whole team is dying. Top Esports, they lose the bear, but they don't give a damn because they're winning the fight, and they're gonna walk towards into the base and push for match point.
Game 3 is going to go to Top Esports. Shanks and Tarzan are going to have to perform a miracle to defend versus 4. 369 still has GA Cream, still full HP. Kanavi still full HP as well, and with Super Minions pouring into their base, that Nexus turret isn't respawning anytime soon. Shanks and Tarzan, what have you got?
They can't kill the minion wave. They can't stop the push. Top Esports, they're dropping 2 members, but it's not enough. Top Esports advance to match point. I guess it might have been a long time, but for Top Esports, their last option is a Jhin.
Accessing the damage and being safe in order to do that is really tricky, relatively. He's a short-range mage. He's very mid-range in that way that he deals damage. The W is the large, big burst that comes through, but it's so easy to dodge, so difficult to try to land. We'll call out just quickly as we head toward these grubs. This top lane has once again been ran by 369, up 20 CS. Dominus popped early though by Flandra.
Flandra's just trying to kill the wave as fast as possible. Here comes the rest of anyone's legend, and that is the signal for Top Esports to try and retreat. Cream gets snagged up here by the dredge line into the death charge. Big Inferno Bomb over the top. Cream is able to flash away from the sweet spot, but still in trouble. Kael flashing forward off the timer of his passive, coming back up, and it's first blood going over to Flandra's Renekton.
Flash route in from Kael, really solid to find the land as Shanks has gone the long way around here. Finds himself in the face of 3 people, but actually doing a pretty good job. He lands.
Oh! Hong got interrupted, was trying to look for the crash down over the wall, but gets pulled right back in. I don't know how the hell that happened, but it worked out anyway for the Pandas, and now they have 2 kills on the board.
A Q3 from Tarzan knocks him up out of the wall, pulls him back to the same side. And the primordial burst from Shanks, they're able to find a kill. Now, AL, can they get out?
Oh, Kanavi gets interrupted with a flag and drag thanks to Shanks' event horizon. Curtain call from Jackie Love might be able to find some stragglers. Tarzan getting body blocked by Kael, but it doesn't matter. Kanavi has the Cataclysm back up from cooldown, and they're able to get 2 kills back for themselves.
Maybe not the reason that they get the Drake, but certainly a contributing factor. Mega Inferno Bomb interrupts 369, procs the bone plating. Now Kael here.
369 has been here before for almost the entire series. Flandra pops the Dominus, the flash after 369's own summoner spell, and this time it is the cleanest dive we have seen from anyone's legend executing 369.
Reset those passive procs. Yes, it looks like Top Esports are ahead. Well, look at the proc from Hope. W goes up, and the turret takes trade. It's just not fair.
Did you hear the crowd just go, "Aww"?
No.
Don't be fooled, guys. I know it looked close, and even I was getting baited by the attack speed buff you get from the Demacian standard on Kanavi's Jarvan, but...
Herald looks like AL, the one's set for this, but Hope can start putting down these minefields. You can see the event horizon go down as well. Top Esports do need to be very careful about how they approach this.
Event Horizon goes down. Kanavi is temporarily locked down. The satchel charge does punt him at the end into the Mega Inferno Bomb. FloNDR tries to lead the charge, and Kanavi is vaporized. Now the rest of Top Esports have to fight their way through the rest of the Pandas. Hong and Cream isolated from the rest of their carries. FloNDR about to get pulled, and JackeyLove bursts him down with the 4th bullet. Here comes the re-engage. Tarzan pushes them away with the Crescent Guard. Cream is forced to flash away. JackeyLove trying to see if he can find more bullets to put into the backs of anyone's legend as Tarzan is able to get away, but here comes the curtain call. Hunting for Tarzan in the back line. Jinx tries to body block it. Can he curve it like Messi? No! Top Esports not able to find another one, and JackeyLove is exposed by Hope6, and he still has a flash, and he gets over the wall back to safety! Hope6 comes shining through in game 4. To eliminate some turrets. I definitely, watching back in the replay, there's a lot of skill shots that went wide, but now anyone's legend find themselves with a decent gold advantage over Top Esports as they are trying to stop the dragon stacking from continuing. Cream looks for Kaya or FloNDR first. Tarzan tries to follow up and bail out his top layer. Kanavi slams down the Cataclysm, forcing FloNDR to flash away. Burning down into Ignite, and Cream finds him with the Upscon. Now looking for the Upduct here. Shane right on top of Shanks. He's isolated from the rest of anyone's legend. Tarzan in the middle in the thick of it, trying to sustain off the Thunder Sky. Hope and JackeyLove 1v1 me, bro, to the death in the Dragon Pit, and both go down to the fountain. Tarzan is the only survivor from the side of the Pandas. Dragon Pit, anyone's legend, are the first ones in control of this objective in Top Esports, trying to see if they can brute force their way through. But Kyle looks to set up the Mega Inferno Bomb. Kanavi has to lock him down in the Cataclysm, but no one from Top Esports can follow up. Kyle flashes away from the empowered Shock Blast, preserving his life, and Cream looking for the follow-up.
Important interaction. You can't dash out of the Event Horizon. You have to use a blink. So Jarvan, Flag, and Drag, you can't get out. Abscond Abduct, you're going to get stopped by that cage. Rel dismount, you're going to get caught by the cage. A really good utilization of the Kyle and Shanks duo there, where they're able to put people in the cage, and as soon as they try to escape, it's been honestly a little bit of a muted performance. I think that Tarzan may be having one of his least standout series that we've seen from him so far. Moving around the map, constantly having a little bit of a CS advantage, but it's been really about 369 through this series in particular. And they can put Event Horizons to cut off chokes. They're setting up first as they've started up the Atakan.
They are so confident in forcing this despite the gold being practically even. Top Esports waiting for their moment to get
Cream
in
goes
through the
in.
Event Horizon. Magna Storm is sent by Han. Kanavi goes in 2k HP. Who's going to secure it? It's Kanavi! That steals the Atakan away! And they're starting to win the fight. They have a 4 versus 3 advantage. Tarzan, Shanks, and Hope are the only members left standing. Tarzan is about to pop the Rift Herald. Can he pull off some Tokyo Drift moments here? He goes back in with the 3-town strike.
The bomb!
369 is blown up by Hope's bomb there. Rift Herald is popped. No one's gonna ride it.
We're going to trade these tier 1 turrets. Bot lane going to fall. It looks like Tarzan going to be the one to claim the majority of the gold there as Hope comes in to do what ZiggsW does best and take down those turrets. Cream, though, getting funneled there. But without the Event Horizon, their ability to contest this space, definitely a lot lower than necessary.
JackeyLove, no cleanse, but he still has the flash.
They're in onto
Keeps
Ziggs.
his distance. Kanavi sends it. Crescent Guard blocks any range damage. Mega Inferno Bomb doesn't hit anyone. JackeyLove goes for the back line and takes out the throat of Hope's Ziggs. There's no more bomb expert, and now he repositions the fight with the curtain call, sending bullets one after another. JackeyLove steps up forward. The regular season MVP gets slain. Tarzan and Shanks are able to hold their ground, and now Cream is on the retreat. Tries to get some HP back with the Kingslayer, but Han cannot bail him out.
Critically close at every single turn. It's one person stepping up and then another round of cooldowns comes through to turn the fight back around. You can even see off the back of this Cream trying to make the most of this. Kyle has no flash. He can maybe summon a heal to get in range for a hook later on. His W gets a 10% haircut on the cooldown.
Holy moly.
And it's multiplicative. It's not flat 10%. So it doesn't get to like a 0 cooldown, but even still every 50 stacks. That Vigor W going down even slower.
Hong's in trouble. Mega Inferno Bomb from the skies. Top Esports lose out on their support for the next 33 seconds. And this could be the Pandas' window to continue the chase. Kanavi knocked up by the Death Charge, forced to use the EQ fire. But Shake set the Primordial Burst on his way out and sends him back to the shadows. Top Esports trying to fight out back against JackeyLove, now unleashing the curtain call, looking for a triple. Cream finishes off Shanks, looking for Hope, gets the triple anyway. And even in Top Esports' darkest moment, it is JackeyLove that steps up and saves their game.
And it's when anyone's legend step too far forward, he does exactly that.
Top Esports looking to secure the Baron for themselves. There's no jungler, no smite on the side of anyone's legend, but no one can threaten them. Gives just credence to how well this team has leveled up this year.
I want to take a look at Jackalo's build path here. Importantly, more of Malmortius being picked up, so the MR very, very powerful as caught in the cage. Hong again.
It's a Mega Inferno Bomb. Tarzan finishes off the kill, flashing
the
red.
taxi.
Jackie Love, he knows that he doesn't have any summoner spells. And just like that, Jackie Love was able to save the game last time, but no summoner spells this time means that he can't do anything except fall to Tarzan Zinzhao.
To get back in here, and with that satchel, you can do some meaningful damage very, very quickly. Remember, mages do damage based on their ability power to those turrets, so expectation is that they'll be able to take down more than one, maybe a second one in that mid lane, but instead they turn.
Bottom river. There's no real objectives to play for as Kanavi missed the EQ flag and drag, but no one from anyone's legend can really punish, but they're looking for the Mega Inferno Bomb setup. Cream forced to go into stasis right on top of the minefield. That's anyone's legend with another kill through the Baron empowered minions, but they don't care. They've got a Ziggs on their side. They can easily blow up the second tier turret. And there's still a couple of minutes and a half before we get another dragon spawning on the rift.
This is soul for top esports if they can get it. AL obviously going to stop them. Mega Inferno Bomb was used. Is Redemption going to stop his recall? 369 is going to be delayed. That's just Dragon.
Yep.
A Mega Inferno Bomb from Hope.
Because you have so much reliable damage coming from Shanks' Vygar to burn down the Baron, you can always save your minefield to ward off those entrance choke points. Hope, though, forced to flash away from Cream as he's getting aggressive.
He's
and
dead.
Hope is blown up by Cream. He goes
It's
gold
all on
into
Shanks.
stasis. Caught on the advent horizon. Hong tries to follow up, looking for Shanks next. It's got to be the second wizard that falls. Jackie Love unthreatened this time once again. Tarzan doing everything he can to give the world to his last mage in the back line. But Shanks is slain by Konami, and Top Esports might have just done it. Tarzan falls next, and it's Flandre the last one standing. Jackie Love delivers on the promise he made at the end of Split 1 finals and marching to the victory of this series.
3-1, Top Esports send AL packing. Their destiny is no longer in their hands, and Top Esports with the minion wave by their side will sign, seal, and deliver their finals performance.
Top Esports topple the crown from the defending champions, where now an empty throne awaits for one between BLG and Top Esports in the grand final.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.